Autumn. Day 141. Fort William to Clunes. Route: Fort William, Corpatchy, Gairlochey, Bunacag, Clunes. County: the Highlands. My plan to continue north after Fort William has changed. Originally, I was going to follow the coast of Scotland through to Malag and John O'Groats. However, now that I was quite behind schedule and didn't feel as though I had enough experience to go wandering off into the Highlands at this time of year, I had changed my plan and was now going to follow the Great Glen Way, which starts at Fort William and goes through to Inverness. This felt like a sensible compromise, and walkthehighlands.co.uk describes the Great Glen Way as a walking trail which offers a good introduction to the Highlands and to long-distance walking. The Great Glen Way connects the east and west coast of Scotland from Fort William to Inverness and follows the major natural fault line of the Great Glen, which divides Scotland from coast to coast. The way runs along the complete length of Loch Lochy, Loch Oich and the forests above Loch Ness, as well as along the towpath of the Caledonian Canal. Once I had left Fort William, I didn't expect to see a food store until I arrived at Fort Augustus in 2 days' time. Therefore, when I met a man called David at Ben Nevis Youth Hostel this morning, I was glad when he offered me a lift back to Fort William, as this saved me 3 kilometres and meant that I could stock up on food from Morrison's for the next 2 days. After Fort William, I headed into Corpatchy and joined the coachloads of tourists who had come to Benavie to walk up Neptune's staircase and admire views of Ben Nevis. This was the first opportunity that I had got to see Ben Nevis from a distance, and I wanted to take it all in. At Corpatchy, I also met another couple who were walking the Great Glen Way. They were walking faster than me because of the rain, and hoped to arrive in Inverness by Friday. As I wasn't booked onto a campsite or youth hostel, I had a plan to reach Clunes Forest and find a spot to wild camp this evening. And as is the way when I'm wild camping, I felt as though I wasn't in a rush today. And so, instead I took the time to appreciate the long lichens and the jellied mosses, which sluggishly attached themselves to my rucksack. I had originally planned to find a wild camping spot at Glassdoor. However, when I entered the Clunes Forest, I passed a forest school and found a spot with notices that welcomed wild campers but reminded them to leave no trace. Distance: 24.4 kilometres. Total distance: 2,763.35 kilometres.